weekend. But tonight, the final Monday Night WrestleMania this coming Sacramento. A host of many major WWE before WrestleMania is in the capital of the state of California. Host of Monday Night Raw. WWE events over the years, and tonight for the 15th time, Flicks. And presented by, which is live tonight on Net. Snickers. #1 contender for the World Heavyweight title, Jey Uso. Well, Sacktown is Yeet Town tonight for the championship at WrestleMania here. In 5 nights, he battles Gunther. Penta is here 6 nights away. The awe-inspiring WWE, the Intercontinental title, is from his opportunity to win his first championship in WWE. Opponents from Judgment Day. Finn opponent tonight will be one of his 3 WrestleMania. The main event in WrestleMania Saturday, Balor, Finn versus Penta here tonight. Man, CM Punk will have Paul Heyman triple threat with 3 of the biggest players in the game. This Seth freaking Wild in his corner for this match. CM Punk will be the next man in who has massive issues for years with CM, along with his former Shield brother, in this triple threat match at WrestleMania. And Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns. Rival of the original Tribal Chief is here. And Paul is awaiting the Monday Night Raw tonight. It is the final Monday Night Roman Reigns, who will be here live on back at last week on Monday Night Raw. Raw before WrestleMania. And we take a look at a confrontation when Gunther and Jey Uso. At his main event, Jey Uso, a very
you had me, Gunther.
Serious and intense #1 contender.
But it wasn't enough for you. You had me, man. You violated my brother, left him a bloody pulp, and don't get my family involved. Here, and I watched you wipe my brother's blood while I'm sent tied to the ropes. His blood is on my hands too. Blood all over your body. Now, so helpless, disrespected. I ain't never felt so hopeless. Damn near scared. You made the whole pissed off, mad, angry. You know what the crazy thing is, Zeus? In my darkest moment, world, stop. You know what I realized? Man, a light bulb went off on me, Zeus. You no more. I'm not afraid of you. And I'm gonna ask the Lord to forgive. The night before WrestleMania, I'm gonna say a prayer. Because that WrestleMania hit me for the man who I'm about to become. I'm gonna get you for me. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Family. And I will take the Lord Jimmy. I'm gonna get you for my whole damn World Heavyweights Championship.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll have a very special interview with the world champion. To WrestleMania week.
You're damn right.
And Gunther later on tonight. But Pat, welcome.
Where the climax is right around the corner. So many road to WrestleMania has led us to this week. Road to the World Heavyweight Championship took a turn, which the answers are about to be found. And last week, the race.
Indeed he did. This is the final Monday Night Raw.
Jey Uso stepping up to Gunther right in this.
And Sunday in before WrestleMania, which of course comes this Saturday. Las Vegas. Yeah, it was supposed to be scheduled for a bit later.
You're talking to him?
Quite sure what he's doing out here on tonight.
Man who does interviews, that face does not appear to.
That's off the show. As the interview.
Yep, he is waving you in.
I believe it's time now.
Godspeed in there, Michael Cole. Jovial conversation with Michael Cole. The greatest of all does not appear to be in a mood to have a
time, but
We shall see.
Let's just get to it. 2 weeks ago, you left Jey Uso's. I was expecting this a little bit later on tonight, but Gunther left. And it caused Jey Uso to march down here last week. Different brother Jimmy bloodied in the middle of this ring.
Last week, he looked me in the eye, and he told me that last week, Jey walked down here. He's not afraid of me no more. Last week, Jey came down here. Let me get to the point. Everybody else in their eyes and tell you, tonight I'm here to look you and everyone off crack. That Jey Uso is full.
You're all frustrated, but speaking of frustration, Gunther, it appears. Listen, guys, I understand you all frustrated. I understand you. We saw what happened last year at WrestleMania when you hears that you're a bit frustrated and
screw your question.
Walked in.
What? Screw everything. Screw Jey Uso and screw everybody who stands in. Jey Uso stands for. With him. To this company, I am the greatest gift ever since I stepped foot. This company has ever received of my time in this company. For 80%, I have been a champion, the greatest World Heavyweight Champion, and right now, I am of all time. I refuse, and I don't ruin that for me, to let somebody like Jey Uso do it as much as you want. I don't. Put your chest out. Walk into WrestleMania. I don't care. Jey, I urge you. Because it won't matter at the end of the video with more confidence than you ever had. And one day, the bell has to raise my boots. And I will still put, when that happens, you still can't live time. Put you down for a fourth consecutive. For the last 2 weeks, I've been told you went too far with Jimmy. I've been accused the last 2 weeks. Trust me one thing, in third, you lost control. Jey, never lost control. 37 years of my life, I have never, and 2 weeks ago, in your brother's blood, when I took a bath, I loved it. I was in full control, and I go pray to the Lord. Thank him. And Jey, I want you to have been. I would have drowned you both. That I was in control 2 weeks ago because I in Jimmy's blood. To it. I'm looking forward next week, and I'm looking forward how much I enjoyed it, to calling my mother and telling her so, and walk out of WrestleMania, beat the living hell out of Jey Uso, champion, still the world heavyweight.
Not much of an interview. Intimidated at all of Jey Uso, says, let us know how he feels. He is not of Gunther. Good questions. I don't think he was the Gunther. I assume you are intimidated.
Never seen Gunther in this state. He's frustrated.
There to talk to you.
You know, I said this last week. Will that help him or hurt him come Saturday? And he's lost control of the situation now.
Boy, he did seem to flip a switch there in the middle of the ring right in front of him.
At WrestleMania.
He said he's never lost control, but
Women's Tag Team Championship match on WrestleMania Sunday.
All right.
We also now, ladies and gentlemen, that we have a Valkyria. Let's take it back to this past Friday night on day. It'll be Liv and Raquel defended against Bayley and Lyra by Lyra and Bayley. This is the SmackDown. It was a gauntlet match, and what a performance. Lyra Valkyria, extremely final matchup of the gauntlet. But Bayley and
ran the entire gauntlet, and then obviously Bayley
important in this matchup as a team.
Tag team wrestling. Lyra Valkyria would take that he gets a tag whenever she needs it. Picture perfect.
Bayley and Lyra would knock off Secret
The Sky, which she is very comfortable doing.
They go to WrestleMania. Purpose for Chelsea Green to earn an opportunity.
The following producing first, accompanied by a contest is scheduled for one fall in Elmwood Park, New Jersey. She is one Raquel Rodriguez, women's champions, half of the women's tag team.
The insufferable
Liv Morgan.
head to the ring as Liv Morgan looks to build a little bit of tag team champions. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez Sunday. Up next, momentum toward WrestleMania. Total Wireless live. Bayley takes on Liv Morgan in a match presented by Netflix.
Okay, go spill the tea.
Champions advantage defended against Bianca Belair and the no chance Soulmania. Eradicator Rhea Ripley live at WrestleMania Sunday. Bayley will get her WrestleMania. And we also know at WrestleMania, Syria, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, to take opportunity. She teams with Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Tag Team titles. Take on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. And here we go, and we are underway. The one-on-one, Pat. Liv Morgan has never beaten Bayley. Bayley and Liv Morgan, third time in their career, they've gone from the Elimination Chamber match earlier this year in a one-on-one matchup. However, she did eliminate Bayley. And now Bayley in pursuit of Morgan.
Liv Morgan starts this thing off with a smack to the mouth of Bayley. Big way in Sacramento.
Wise move by Liv Morgan.
Cat and mouse outside, kicking off WrestleMania weekend a bit.
This Money in the Bank, and Pat mentioned it earlier, a record. The former two-time world champion.
Liv Morgan and Raquel believe they are the greatest women's tag.
Setting three-time women's tag champ.
They can lose that obviously on Sunday to Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, team of all time. Three-time tag team champs. Pound it as much as possible.
You know, we talked a lot last week, too, about the...
And if you're Liv, you're trying to beat down your WrestleMania.
Over the past number of months, not able to pick up victory. Frustration that had been building for Bayley, her Continental title and so forth. But maybe the gauntlet is the Elimination Chamber for the Impact.
Well, losing to Lyra last Monday and then
Match win on Friday helped cure some of those ills.
maybe Lyra's the perfect piece for Bayley.
Bayley missed.
Picking up a big-time dub on a Friday could be great.
Bayley takes her down, does press, and now Bayley. This is wildly with the right hand. Liv Morgan ducks underneath the clothesline. Bring away on Morgan. Stone Cold, of course, will be a part of the Hall of Shades of Stone Cold Steve Austin, Las Vegas. Cover now by Bayley and a kick out by Fame. Ceremonies this coming Friday night. And
Can't wait for that. Bayley, obviously.
Morgan at 2.
Give me a hell yeah, Cole.
Hell yeah.
Here in this business.
Yeah, first ballot Hall of Famer, speaking of the
Trailblazer. Groundbreaker.
To the women's evolution at Hall of Fame, no doubt about that. One of the core pieces. Bayley, a 4-time world champion. Celebrating a decade.
Close to home here. Beloved by the WWE Universe for good reason.
Accomplished just about everything. Yeah, Liv Morgan's had quite the year.
And Liv Morgan, speaking of accomplishing everything, every single day.
Yeah, and she lets you know about it, too. Oh,
Morgan's worked her ass off. It's gotten better. And she'll let you know. And Bayley will put you on.
Morgan into the corner.
She's from New Jersey. She's very
Bayley with the corner. Bayley knows how to have success at WrestleMania. Remember,
you're back with the quickness of a cat.
WWE Women's Championship. Last year, Pat, she won the Rumble, went on to win the... She was afraid for a while over the past few months, and I had some on the grand stage. WrestleMania. She able to punch the ticket. Into conversations with her that she wasn't going to make it to WrestleMania.
Still can't believe we are so close to WrestleMania.
Friday night with the gauntlet match win. That's in Las Vegas. It's going to be quite the week.
Yes, it is.
Bayley floats into the cover for the win on Morgan and a kick out. And nice suplex by Bayley. 158 on hand for the final Monday night. We're sold out tonight. 14,000. The Golden One Center in the capital of California. Night Raw before WrestleMania. Counter by Liv Morgan.
Absolutely.
Sacramento. Nice. Oh, nice deep arm drag by Bayley.
Rebalance everything. Bayley, though, crafty.
Now, oh, nice back suplex delivered to Morgan, and Bayley's rolling, sending Morgan across the ring.
Absolutely.
Bayley to come back to Bayley here tonight.
Liv Morgan.
And you can see some confidences.
Breather.
Bayley with a big smile and a glance up.
Morgan obviously heading for the hills here, hiding behind Raquel, trying to catch up.
Bayley now went for the suicide dive. The WrestleMania sign. Liv Morgan is nasty and is shrewd. And ran right into a right hand by Morgan. Sprang delivers the first suplex, and as they come, and now Liv outside the...
On the outside, go!
Made great by that. She rolls the hip. She sets up now for the three amigos. And now Morgan going for the third amigo, but a late great Eddie Guerrero. For a knee to the midsection, and sent Morgan right into the steps. Blocked by Bayley. And Bayley able to deliver.
Two suplexes onto the outside.
Oh, no! On the hand of Bayley as well, and this could be a disaster.
Knee to the stairs from Bayley.
And Morgan then stomping. Off the steps into a suplex. Here, ladies and gentlemen, Golden One Center in Sacramento. WrestleMania, and on WrestleMania Sunday, over 14,000 sold out. The final Raw before us against Bayley and the Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria. Today, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez defend the tag title.
Putting on a clinic in here. Liv has been in control, but Bayley obviously.
Bayley and Morgan one-on-one here tonight. And now Bayley unloading on Morgan.
Obviously powering up with the people of Sacramento. Big pump.
Kick right to the midsection by Liv. Oh, big knee. Liv may have a broken nose.
Kick.
And Bayley able to block that.
Oh, button. Now she's lining up for the buckle.
And nobody. Oh!
Or a crash cranium. Bayley hit that right on the
point for the sunset flip buckle bomb, and face first into the turnbuckle. Bayley was going.
Understood what was happening.
And now Morgan.
Liv Morgan read it.
On the back of the head. Cover now for the win, and a kick out at 2. For that step up in Zaguri. Caught Bayley. Official, the count was slow.
Now Liv smacking her.
Raquel arguing with the kick right to the spine.
In the mouth.
Surprised he could count to 3, but nonetheless, Morgan.
He thought it was over. Bayley continuing to fight. Liv Morgan just smacking Bayley in the mouth after that.
Second rope, Morgan caught by Bayley. Bayley now going to turn the...
Now Liv's taking to the sky.
From the crab. Liv trying to counter this around. Trying to turn Morgan into a Boston. And a kick out by Bayley at 2. Oh, Morgan stacks up Bayley.
Away. They thought that was over for Bayley. Sacramento growing restless.
Hey,
looking on here tonight, and
they thought it was 1, 2, 3.
Bayley and Liv Morgan, one on Sacramento. Tremendous battle underway between from the get-go. One tonight. Crowd has been electric.
Kicking off Bayley. Liv Morgan.
Liv dueling chance here in Sacramento. Bayley. Let's go, Bayley. Let's go. Oh! Right to the... Now out to the apron. Morgan able to block. Morgan, and look at the intense look in the eyes of one happened face. Another code breaker by Morgan. And now a drop kick off the apron, and Bayley's in deep, the tag champs.
Liv thinks that's exactly what she...
As well as she came down hard. Man, what a deep trouble. Morgan may have injured herself. Morgan bringing it tonight as well. Just a hard match. Two great matches 2 weeks in a row for Bayley.
Can Liv end this here on a Monday night?
Harbinger of what's to come at WrestleMania.
What's it going to take?
For the win, and a kick out by Bayley at 2.
They've both taken each other's best shot for either one of these women to put the other one away.
Morgan. That's interesting facial expression, but Morgan out. Uh-oh, in trouble. Lyra trying to will Bayley on where she wants her. Hangs her up on the Bayley now. As Morgan where
Bayley was able to reverse it, and then
second rope.
Liv was looking
for
Oblivion.
You know, Morgan off the second rope. Oh, caught!
Sneak out of the neck breaker.
Stunner of sorts for Bayley as Morgan came off the by Bayley. A Stelly. Critical hopes. And now Bayley with a belly to belly for the win. Moment of this match. Cover by Morgan's foot on the bottom rope. And now Rodriguez putting Rodriguez. Bayley had the match won and Lyra Valkyrie's had enough. And Lyra attacked, and now a big boot to the Intercontinental Champion. Raquel Rodriguez got involved.
A WrestleMania teammate.
And
Lyra sticking up for flipping Raquel upside.
Bayley making Raquel Rodriguez pay. Liv going for a blitz. Backstabber by Morgan. Bayley with a jackknife cover. Vivian, Lyra Valkyria helping out Bayley.
Here is your winner.
And a win. Lyra Valkyria says, guess what?
Bayley.
Morgan was going for the Oblivion and the win. Now turnabout is fair play. Challengers for the tag titles. Valkyria held Bayley, and the momentum shifts to the...
Gotta be flying high, heading into Las
Vegas at WrestleMania.
Bayley and Lyra opportunities has Raquel and Vegas for their tag team title, a brand new duo here on Monday Night Raw. Liv Morgan were outsmarted by the
line. We talked about all the festivities going on WrestleMania. Again, WrestleMania Sunday, the women's tag team titles on the show will be live on ESPN 9 a week, including both Friday and Monday. The Pat McAfee from WWE World, I'll be there. Part of Pat's clock, local 9 o'clock Pacific, noon on the East Coast.
Hey, Monday as well, but Friday, huge news.
Joe, what a lineup you've got for Monday.
Yeah,
Friday.
Friday us at 9:15 local, and then the original Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, will be joining. Mr. H will be joining us in the second hour. The King of Kings, the Cerebral Assassin, off the whole weekend.
A lot of other special guests as well.
We hope you will join us for a celebration of WrestleMania to kick.
WrestleMania Saturday, Roman, Seth, and CM Punk. Friday, well, speaking of Roman Reigns, the main event of WrestleMania.
Because at WrestleMania, in the main, Tribal Chief, out of your comfort zone, your wise man, my best main event in my corner. Friend, Paul Heyman.
Wise man. Let this desperate fool down easy, will.
Yes, my Tribal Chief.
Oh, yeah.
Do that! No, my Tribal Chief, I can't.
I'm the Tribal Chief. I promise you, I am going to put a Seth Rollins' ass at Roman Reigns. I am going to whip WrestleMania. The main event of...
I feel bad for you, Paul Heyman. Unenviable position. The easiest solution. You are in a very difficult... If you just removed yourself from the situation for all of us, for everyone involved, with Punk and Roman battle it out at WrestleMania entirely, and let me and Punk... I
would take it as a mania for the soul of this industry. You, from the situation, privilege to remove you now.
Don't
Right here, right
again! Put your damn hands on me!
CM Punk here.
You owe me a favor. Now,
Well, Paul Heyman finds is expected to arrive momentarily. Pat himself in a predicament here tonight. Roman Reigns revealed the favor a couple of weeks ago. Roman and Paul have not been together since CM Punk.
Here. I do not envy that wise man right there. Goat talk continues.
What an ovation!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Presenting the LWO. Introducing first, Representing weighing in at one from San Diego, California, WWE Hall of 175 pounds, Mysterio Famer Ray.
In his home state of California to perform tonight. Rey Mysterio, Athletic, Julius Creed of the Creed Brothers, live. Coming up on Netflix, he goes one-on-one with the live in Sacramento.
Stereo. To be in a building with Ray
The Fontainebleau Hotel is part of WrestleMania week. This feature the Phenom in an intimate setting, sharing Saturday, April 19th at 10 p.m. Pacific, and will feature tickets on sale now via Ticketmaster. Never before heard stories from his Hall of Fame career.
Take, I cannot wait to hear.
And the final.com.
I'm going to be front row with that.
Presented by Wingstop. Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania is
Wingstop. You got good thoughts. 10 D's fat boy. Love eyes as well. Wings, you name it.
You said you were just out there to what? Bianca, I can see right through. Call it down the middle, but I can see your true intent. And then you said you were just out there to thrive on playing with my emotions, tensions now. You thrive. Boy, to you, just so you can get what you want and make winding me up like I'm some sort of the thing that you fail to understand. Me seem like I'm the bad guy. I will stop at nothing to get it. Is that when I lose something that I love, I never had to give you a championship match back. And Io, it really pulled on the heartstrings that I had. But watching you pout and your book, and I got what I wanted to left. So I used to page out every single moment you have with the Women's World Championship. So Io, I advise you to cherish every to make you feel what it's like when I'm the... And Bianca, I can't wait. I get back what belongs bad guy. Because at WrestleMania 41, to me.
Ripley realized she had an opportunity to get to WrestleMania. It wasn't until last week that Rhea Steel Sky, Bianca Belair on WrestleMania, and she's going to make the most of it. Rhea Ripley Championship. There is Julia. Mania Sunday for the Women's World against the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. This Creed, he is set for action here tonight. Tag team matchup, the LWO versus the... Let's show you what happened last week. Six-man show until Ivy Nile turned things around, Pat. Creeds and El Grande Americano. This was a mask, and Ray caught him.
El Grande Americano had a...
Clearly handed a piece of metal to the masked man to put under...
As we go, apparently he is A-OK. Loaded mask, and we're all learning about El Grande metal on your face. Picks up a big time with loading up his forehead and dropping some wifely and looked on.
So Rey Mysterio
win, and then El Grande got out of there as Bert Kreischer and his...
Going to take on El Grande Americano. Part of WrestleMania Saturday. Rey Mysterio's got to take on America. It's a shame that WrestleMania moment this year at least. Very complicated. Kano and not actually Chad Gable, although Chad Gable does has his...
And El Grande Americano do resemble each other, kind of.
Story.
Chad Gable.
Now backs Mysterio into the corner. Julius goes 6.
There's certainly some differences.
Julius Creed now. Height and the power advantage over Ray, but this isn't 229. Obviously, the athlete and a competitor.
Yeah, Ray's had
Ray's first rodeo, Pat, when it comes to a much larger.
That led to him being in the Hall of Fame. Now to have a strategy against a bigger opponent for his entire career than he's supposed to be. Too tall, too strong, too fast. Julius Creed's a little bit different, though. This guy's more explosive.
First time ever these two have gone one-on-one as Creed looks to win.
Jumps too high. Has it all.
Pat will mark the 13th career Mysterio down. This year's WrestleMania.
And just like that.
Match for the legendary Rey Mysterio at
Still in command.
Mysterio.
Quick as a hiccup. Backflip against the rope. Julius Creed still.
Never forget 2006 when Mysterio's had so many great moments over the years at WrestleMania. The championship after winning the Rumble earlier that year. Full threat match to win the world champ.
No power for power with Julius Creed. I respect it, though. I don't know what Rey Mysterio was doing there, thinking that he needs to take advantage of it now. Once Ray starts using momentum, Julius Creed needs...
Sending Creed toward the ropes, and Ray now...
You're in big trouble.
Yeah, just like that. The quickness of Mysterio with that... Former three-time world champion getting fired up. Ray, and a kick out.
Ray just got turned inside out by Julius.
Just got stopped in his tracks by Creed. Cover. Take another look at this power here, Pat. This is
Creed, and Julius Creed loves it.
You know, this is match on Monday Night Raw, but he is no Creed's first career singles match. Season record holder in wins, an amateur stranger to individual competition. The single...
Yeah, you see those ears? Those are earned.
Wrestling at Duke University.
Wrestling.
Two-time NCAA All-American.
On the mat. Very successful amateur.
Of Duke in the ACC.
And not everybody will understand this.
American, one of the most decorated wrestlers in the history.
So take that for what you will. Incredibly tough preference, but he's an Ohio guy, too.
Earlier today, his dad coached.
Gritty. Down to fight whenever.
Telling me it's in the gym.
Rey Mysterio.
Amateur wrestling when he was a young child. He used to sleep on the mat. Out to the apron, but Ray with tremendous balance.
He was doing this when he was doing...
Julius sends him forward. Ray's going to go high.
Sacramento loves it.
Mysterio with a forearm to the face and Creed back down to the... So Chad Gable gets involved. And now, brother Brutus Creed distracting the official.
And that is Julius just jumped up to the top rope. Chad Gable would say that he's a genius for... This is breaking loose here on Monday Night Raw.
Now Dragon Lee with a little payback.
Chaos.
Troll. Senior official Chad Patton. We're going to take... So we're going to get Ray in. And he sends everybody to the showers. Finally.
Six-piece.
Julius one-on-one.
Playoffs are here, and I'm betting rebound props on FanDuel. NBA
14,000 trying to will Rey Mysterio.
After all,
WWE fans sold out in Sacramento tonight over LWO and on. Julius Creed's been dominating this matchup ever since Ray fighting back now. Mysterio, who American-made, were kicked out by official Chad Patton, but Mania. Ramus takes on El Grande Americano. at rest. Creed hit his spine on the apron.
Mysterio.
Look at this. Oh, Rey tumbles hard. And now Rey Mysterio.
Rana by Rey Mysterio to get Julius Creed out of the ring.
Mysterio building some momentum here. Caught by Creed. What an incredible move. Rey with that baseball slide, call out of the air. Intercepted him. Now he powers him up. And power by Julius Creed. He picked Mysterio.
He was parading around the outside of the ring with Rey Mysterio.
Into a
Julius Creed.
That was incredible what Julius Creed just did.
Felt like he was on top of the world.
And powering him up, but Mysterio able to counter. And now Rey a little bit ago. Catching Mysterio in there. Rana from the top, sending Creed into the top rope where he feels comfortable. Rey with a
punch. Julius reeling. Him in charge.
Corner.
And this is what Rey wants.
WrestleMania fever is building.
Fights from Rey Mysterio.
Here tonight on Raw.
Huge right on with this. What is
again? Julius Creed, and what a counter! Again caught! Picked out of midair, Rey Mysterio, and a kick out by Creed. Mysterio into a DDT. The legend.
I feel like we're watching two humans not from this world.
Majority of the matches, and Rey Mysterio is illustrious. I've had the honor to call him every time. Father Time for his career, and I am amazed each and
yes, it is.
Has not caught up with Rey Mysterio. Ropes. Creed now straps down. Oh! That knee drives Mysterio to the roof.
Rey Mysterio played Julius Creed perfect.
Got a little overzealous and went up over the top rope to the floor. Oh, no, Rey, turn around!
Perfectly there.
And now Mysterio with El Grande.
El Grande Americano's here.
Proving the world is Chad Gable. Creed now from behind. And Mysterio now trying to rip the mask off Americano. Oh, what a shock. Gable kicked out, and who shows up now? Rolls up Mysterio. Rey kicks out at two. At the same time with Chad Gable. Meanwhile, Mysterio. Now, El Grande Americano. Never see him in the same place. 1-9. Let's.
A couple weeks ago, we saw him same place, same time.
Rey's going to Mania. Drop the dive, Rey.
Here.
Look it, there it is. From that piece of metal behind the mask. As I told you, once again,
slips and go head off of Rey's face. Not one. Loads that forehead up. Hits this from WrestleMania.
Well, on
spot twice. Just days removed.
El Grande Americano. WrestleMania Saturday, that man embarrassed.
I think he just said gracias.
Wants to in Rey Mysterio. You're telling me that's not Gable, the greatest luchador of all time.
I'm not saying what he's doing is right. I'm just saying that's El Grande Americano.
Gentlemen, WrestleMania is presented by
That's El Grande Americano right there.
Well, ladies, by WWE 2K25 WrestleMania sale is Snickers. Snickers satisfy. Off on PlayStation today, bringing you the opportunity here. WWE 2K25 is 20% off case, plus intergender battles and more games. To rewrite bloodline, family history, and 2K show.
I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind.
Changing updates.
Xavier.
It's like always.
Kofi, you run your
kid is simply audacious.
Listen, genuinely, I'm sorry.
We in Clash of Clans and you're going to interrupt this too? Jackie, your lack of
You guys took things to a whole new level last week, and they're saying, but we heard from the War Raiders earlier, and they said that is going to be a war.
War? Yeah. We've been in...
That your match at WrestleMania in less than a week...
The entire time, it's been war the whole time. We've been at war the war. You see how these people treat us? You see how the people in the locker room have been treating us this WrestleMania when we take back what belongs to us? That's entire time, Jackie, but the warpath stops. And we remind the entire world that your boys, our WWE World Tag Team Championships, planet Earth.
Because Jackie...
New Day are the greatest tag team on the face of...
Day is willing to do to get our titles back. And last week was just a taste of what the new Ivar would have to catch the beating they're going to get this Saturday and win. After WrestleMania, Eric is going to wish that we would have taken his head off, so him and WrestleMania, every irrelevant and immature member, we regain our tag team championships at WrestleMania. But to drop to their knees, raise their hands to the WWE Universe will have no choice. Thank God. Sky and scream in unison.
Guys, thanks.
For the new day.
It's like the New Day is ready for a war. Back to you. Thanks for the time. We'll see you at WrestleMania. Cole.
Nonetheless, tonight,
Amen.
Monday Night Raw, live. Better you than me interviewing them, Jackie. Wireless. From Sacramento is presented by Total
Wireless. It's not some, it's total. And this is phenomenal.
Scheduled for one fall. Introducing the following contest is weighed in at 220 pounds. From Gainesville, Georgia, AJ Styles, the phenomenal.
Styles prepares for Logan Paul in WrestleMania. AJ. But it's got Karrion Kross next. Here we go. Triple H.
Give you this design.
End of an era inside versus The Undertaker. Shawn Michaels, the special referee.
Like the last two toughest guys.
In a cell.
It was when these two hooked up, as in the prison yard from a bygone generation.
They were just absolutely blistered.
Everybody in the yard's watching it.
To me, that story had everything. Bring one another. The chairs and the step beat at WrestleMania. Here's his best friend Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania. Here's the guy Undertaker, who he could.
Play cheer music and a pedigree.
Now he's the ref. He has to stay impartial.
Look at this. It's not over.
Storytelling at its.
They've done it. They haven't done it.
It was just amazing. That minus to see it all happen.
Experience doing what they do match, that rivalry. It's years of experience.
Knew that we had just finished something that was going to be the best.
The era has ended.
So special that would last through the annals of tying up there with those two guys who had the utmost.
And what a way to go.
One of the most special moments of my career. Most respect for it. It's probably.
And we welcome Triple H to the place at the Fontainebleau Hotel in La Hall of Fame class of 2025. It takes Clock Pacific live on Peacock and Patton, Las Vegas. The Hall of Fame ceremony is at 10 years Hall of Fame. Speaking of the Fontainebleau Hotel, I have the distinct honor and privilege to host this show. Undertaker One Dead Man Show is Saturday. There's plenty of action. Mentioned the Hall of Fame on Friday. Will take place on Sunday night. The Roast of WrestleMania featuring Tony Hinchcliffe. 22nd. Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. And also NXT on Tuesday, April 20th.
Wait to get out to Vegas.
KarrionKross.com. And tonight, W set for action one-on-one with AJ Styles. Stop.com. You may notice the tights. The WWE Raw is brought to you by Wingstop. Order online at Wings. He told us about these tights earlier today, Pat. Karrion Kross is wearing tonight an interesting story versus Logan Paul matchup at WrestleMania. As we get set for the AJ Styles moment for Karrion Kross. He actually takes place on WrestleMania Sunday. Back to the tights for a... And they are very, very similar in nature. To the man who makes the tights for AJ Styles.
He wants AJ to go back.
And there's a reason for this.
He said a darker version to his evil ways. Of AJ Styles of yesterday. As Karrion Kross believes that
AJ Styles now driving Kross back into the corner.
Styles representing for the entire business against Logan.
Start that here tonight. And you mentioned that AJ's never lost to Karrion Kross one-on-one, doesn't plan. This is not happy that a man like Logan Paul is involved in unleashing the more dangerous side of AJ Styles. Karrion Kross
top. Didn't have to earn it all the same.
WWE.
And he said takes the easy way up to come to the WWE. Karrion Kross said that stuff that outsiders get told whenever they industry, and he wants them to go back to a little more evil. AJ Styles is representing for not only him but the entire.
AJ Styles, 20-plus years of
ways a little bit darker. Whatever you need to do to get a win over Logan Paul.
Two-time WWE champion. And say whatever. Working hard to get to the top of the industry. Former.
You can't hear me. It doesn't have to be this way.
Whatever you want about Logan Paul, whether you agree with him or you don't. Scarlett getting involved. Referee Jessica Carr dealing. Paul has been tremendous. And now Scarlett. And Logan Paul is with Kross. And that's the dangerous siren known as Scar arriving on the scene in WWE.
Stupendous would be the one.
Highly successful here since
this. Built for the moment, built for the business. Got to manipulate folks into doing things his way.
Great suplex.
Kross doesn't like it one bit. Karrion
by Kross delivered to AJ Styles. Manipulative and cunning Scarlett. And Scarlett loves what she sees. The
to operate from the shadows.
And
Karrion's not scared.
Lives on suffering.
Pull some strings.
Ooh, a man who thrives. And now mocking.
Karrion Kross here tonight.
Styles.
Not expect this out of.
Go about things differently. Yeah, he said he needed to change things. Needed to
kick right to the mouth.
Yeah, great resilience by Styles.
AJ Styles needs to do some things differently as well. Standing drop well.
AJ, baseball slide, drives Kross.
Styles needs a big-time win heading into the weekend as well.
AJ launches himself over the top.
Into the second row.
Takes AJ out and he hit the side of his face pretty hard on the apron. Lands on the apron as Kross rolled out of harm's way and out.
So chopping out the legs. Absolutely. Karrion Kross with a reverse.
AJ driven into the barricade and almost into the.
Now what's he thinking?
Would you ever front row?
I was wondering about old buddy over there. He must really
go to a wrestling event dressed as a prime model. Timekeeper's area. Kross is on a. My God! Wow! Styles driven into the. Wow! Mission tonight. Offensive. An intense Kross has over 14,000. The prowess of Karrion Kross tonight. A much more physical for WrestleMania. And AJ Styles gone in Sacramento. Sold out. The final Raw. And a kick out. Great move by Kross. Went for the counter. Kross, though, turns it into a cup. Dominating this thing, which doesn't bode well for Styles.
Brilliant by Karrion Kross.
And Karrion's been
a minute.
And up on it into WrestleMania against Logan Paul. A Styles little final prayer action. Attempt shoulders. Oh, and down goes AJ.
How about Karrion Kross here tonight?
By Kross and a kick out by Styles.
Mania a few days away, and Karrion Kross is giving him all. AJ Styles has wrestled
in the entrance of Karrion Kross.
All that he can handle.
Well, you know, we talked during the old entrance, try to recapture some of that former glory about how he wanted to go back to the old theme, go back to the make it about himself. And he's done just get himself back in that place where he wants to hurt people.
Bottom of the bottle. Fill it back up.
That.
Feels like he's found something in the bed.
AJ never out of a fight. Styles with a chop around the world. And Cross, wait a minute. Multi-time champion in his career, all over his ankle.
He went down quick, buckled almost.
He twisted.
If you will.
I think Cross may have twisted his ankle.
And it gave out from underneath him, obviously.
Oh, and a cheap!
Looks like he lost balance.
Now a big smile on his face. Obviously shot by Cross. And showed a bit of sympathy as he went to the official to ask a ruse. AJ showed a similar ankle injury back late last year that cost him about Cross. And remember, AJ Styles had and AJ Styles ticked off that he showed a little number of months of his career. And Cross played on that tonight.
Absolutely. Cross was giving himself a bit
of sympathy, and now he's going to take that fight to Cross. Forearm by Styles, and I think all Cross.
And parade.
And there's that sliding. And here comes the phenomenal one. Did was give AJ Styles an opening. Kicked the midsection, cleansing with an EET. Didn't have an up though. Cross.
Carrying
and Cross says that's it.
Monday Night Raw, can they get a win? Charlotte having a massive
loading up, carrying Cross, setting up for the
over AJ Styles.
And carrying Styles with Cross up top. Oh, cross hammer here to Styles, who ducked underneath. Knee right to the spine.
Beating the hell out of each other. These two.
Cross on the top rope. Styles now. Styles launched out to the apron by Cross. Styles in position. A big right hand, Cross sent toward the middle of the ring. AJ Styles off the top rope, phenomenal forearm! Cross dazed, stunned, back to his feet. That'd be the fate of Logan Paul. Cover!
Winner, the phenomenal
Mania Sunday.
Here is your AJ Styles.
But once again, Pat, the resilience of carrying Cross is so impressive tonight.
Cross gave AJ Styles all he can handle.
The veteran AJ Styles.
Carrying just like we've seen time and time tonight, but in the end, time. Speaking of time, right up. A Maverick has arrived.
AJ Styles. Hey, whoa, what's up with all the hostility? Sacramento Chief. Chill, I came out here to tell my man congratulations. Seriously, AJ, no, go win, brother. Congratulations. In front of Sacramento. You did it. To live in Los Angeles. A bunch of people who weren't cool enough and weren't smart enough to live in San Francisco and just showed these generic California. You, my friend, why you versus me at WrestleMania, losers. Is gonna cook. But hey, AJ, now, why don't we show? Here's what you're up against on why our match is gonna make money. Enjoy this piece of cinema. Please, please, I am the Maverick, Logan Paul. And I don't want to be one of y'all. I'm one of one. Much more in one weekend than you will. I accomplished in your entire lives. WWE to take part. I didn't just join the WWE. Let me remind you, I'm a person to take over. Your girlfriend's celebrity crush, multi-hyphenate purveyor of viral media, your son's favorite superstar, wrestler, boxer, the most viral app, disruptor, entrepreneur, innovator,
You want to be me, keep clicking on keyboards.
leading this company.
You're mad at me because I'll keep being on billboards.
Highlight there of nice life.
They start WrestleMania a couple days early and bring it. That's a cute little video, smart ass. But why don't we ass to the ring right now?
And Logan Paul making his way. Styles was not impressed. Sneak attack Styles. Styles is ready. To the ring now. And a carrying cross. Try to... Styles now trying to take out Paul and Cross. Numbers game may catch up to AJ Styles here. Styles and carrying cross now as the... And Impaler though. Oh, takes it out. Logan Paul and Pat, you mentioned it earlier. That inverted DDT by Styles.
Titanium punch.
Earlier.
All it takes is one for the... Then it's time. Paul. Pulverizer from Logan.
Again, Logan Paul impressive tonight. One sends a message to Mr. Styles. A little bit of help from Karrion Kross, but nonetheless.
Pulverizer. And Logan can beat anybody. Takes his one big right, and then the Paul, and he'll tell you about it.
Logan Paul
in this industry, and he knows
moment when he goes one-on-one with AJ Styles, hopes to create another viral moment. Sunday, WrestleMania. Speaking of WrestleMania, front match between Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Saturday night, the main event, of course, the triple WrestleMania main event in the career CM Punk, which marks the first ever of the Second City St.
It certainly is.
I told you, Seth Town is E-Town enough. Gunther's fiery interview. You gotta wonder what Jey Uso thought about.
I watched Jey Uso give up
earlier tonight.
Pennsylvania last week. $100,000 to somebody in Pittsburgh, behind him. And WrestleMania might be, his eyes are on the prize. The people are behind. Come Yeedlemania.
Something changed inside this man last. Brother Jimmy left a bloody mess at the hands of Gunther, and just wait. 2 weeks ago, he got in the face of Gunther, and he showed no fear. Last week, Pat, Jey Uso marched out of the ring.
When you've seen the absolute worst thing, how could you have any fear? Alive. That could happen. And your universe is behind this man. The entire WWE, you get to this situation. One man who's worked his ass off. And now, Rumble, traveled the long roads. Title. He's got a shot at the world.
Jey Uso and Gunther, and it's all part of WrestleMania Saturday for the World Championship.
Oh, yeah, oh, you're killing it. Yeah. Hell yeah, Oos. Take it in, Jay.
What a scene!
What a time! What a youth! You earned this, dude. You earned this.
Over 60,000. Heck, can you imagine Saturday?
Yeeting at the same time. In the yeeting. Because this man, I get caught up in the excitement. I get caught up in second of it. And has earned this every single.
I said what I had to say to Gun. All right, check it. But I really wanted to come out here and holler at you last week. Sacktown. Y'all. Yeah, my peoples. What up? She out here somewhere in the crowd. My mama out here somewhere in the crowd. Everybody keep on asking me. But look, Goose, and that. Am I crazy? Oos, Jay, where your mind? I'm crashing out. But I'm crashing out. Hell yeah. Locked in for my family. Locked in. Locked in for me. Hey, hold up. Listen to Gun. I'm locked in for y'all. Check it out though. That made me feel like Gunther out here talk. You know, nah. He mad. Yeah, Gunther. You afraid. I'll whoop your ass in front of 60,000 people. You afraid. You afraid. I'm a mania. Hey, look out for the World Heavyweight Championship at Wrestle. I'm going to get you, cuz. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to see you on Saturday, Oos. Gunther. Hey, Oos. One time for the one time. My music. Oh, yeah. Hey, Oos. Please, hit. Oh.
1,000 plus on a strip. Elite WrestleMania Saturday 60. Yeeting away to a man who could visit stadium. Gonna be on their feet. Heavyweight champion. The next world. Frustrated, upset. What Gunther. Jey Uso finally feels like Pat. Angry SOB earlier tonight. It has a chance. Maybe, just maybe, he
It's been a different cup.
You see your sibling.
Going out of Jay the last couple times we've heard him speak.
Damn thing about it, it can change you. Beat up and bloodied in front of you, and you're helpless to do a damn.
It feels like it has. He's afraid.
and he just might be.
Jey Uso just told Gunther that Gunther.
You know, Pat, it's you to wipe the sweat off your forehead. You think this is something? It's funny, our cameraman Sweaty is telling
Could you not get caught up, and it is hot in here.
we're going to be soaked through come WrestleMania Saturday.
A few days away, and we're yeeting all over Sacramento. The tension is palpable. WrestleMania is just a...
Pennsylvania sold out PPG Paint Arena. Jey Uso. It has been a fabulous week. You know, last week in Pittsburgh, part of a Pat McAfee's big night out, and you can still was a part. I was a part. I went viral, as a matter of fact.
With some behind-the-scenes footage, my guy Foxy edited it all.
Experience on Hulu.
Yeah, that's right. Captured it. It is fantastic. It's on Hulu now. All together, thank you to the WWE that produced it. And maybe you should watch. Jey Uso is a hero.
Continue to yeet as we take you to the Wingstop
World Champion.
Well, Pat and I are going to...
Saturday.
Could you?
Highlight of the night is presented by...
Highlight of the night. Good job.
Thank you.
Wingstop.
And then, well, when it comes to the Judgment Day, you always know Dominic Mysterio. Penta would pick up the win, would attack, and then the unpredictable badass Bro. Things are going to get out of control. Carlito.
A super spear from the dog that was busted.
Breaker with one of the greatest spears of all time.
In half and then said, Penta, you can get one. As he saw the entire Judgment Day.
Would make his own statement. Balor.
1, 2.
And it's Finn Balor four-way at WrestleMania. Dominic, Penta, Breaker, Fatal.
Thanks so much, Cole. I am here now with Intercontinental.
Go to Kathy Kelly.
On this Sunday at WrestleMania, the odds are stacked against Continental Champion Braun Breaker. Men. So how are you handling and navigating as you put that title on the line against 3 other career?
Yeah, Kathy, I mean, this is obviously the biggest title.
Going into what are calling the biggest title defense of your...
Oh!
Title defense of my career. This is my very first...
That damn Judgment Day!
Balor and Dom and Carlito. A 3-on-1 assault for the champ.
Can you bite?
Champion.
Looks like your car is worth
He defends his title this weekend. Wow.
Braun gonna be all right.
We better.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall.
El Fuego.
The Big Catapult Mexico. Introducing first from Kilos. Penta. Weighing in at 87.
At WrestleMania. Well, this coming weekend, championship in WWE, but WrestleMania Sunday. Penta tries to win his first gold tonight with the dangerous Finn Balor. Penta, before we get there, he has his hands. Balor live on Netflix.
Help.
In Las Vegas on the Strip this coming.
There's crunch in my Skittles.
SmackDown takes place at T-Mobile. Will be on Friday night SmackDown. Friday, both Cody Rhodes and John Cena. This coming Friday, we talked about the Pat McAfee show. Well, WrestleMania weekend really going to get started. And over to T-Mobile. We'll be outside with a host of on ESPN. As soon as that is over, Pat and I have a kickoff show. Always a lot of fun. That's live on Peacock. Guests as we officially host the WrestleMania.
Because of the things that you end up doing. Crowd serve. Those kickoff shows have become must-watch entertainment, especially in proper fashion.
Cannot wait to get out the thing, offending people. We'll kick off WrestleMania
here at the final Monday Night Raw before
Las Vegas on Friday.
Going to be quite the weekend. Meanwhile, Penta one-on-one here tonight. Now, these two men will be WrestleMania, sold out Sacramento. Finn Balor takes on Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental part of the first ever illustrious title has no championship in the history of WrestleMania. This long, but it will take place. Penta now! Drive never been defended in a Fatal 4-Way on the grandest stage of. There's so much! Babbing Finn Balor off the apron. Penta has seen and heard enough. And Penta fired up here tonight. Blood between these guys.
Special tonight.
You know, the Fatal 4-Way.
Absolutely. Penta says you're in for something.
The champ Braun Breaker, because the first man to gain pinfall or WrestleMania Sunday. No champion's advantage.
Two of the people in the match are obviously in the same group who have obviously worked.
Mission will become the champion. Taking his first championship in WWE. Great cross
together in the past, so there's a lot to keep their eye on.
And Penta, he's a former Universal Champion, two-time Intercontinental Champion. Sprotty into the lateral press. Finn Balor. Remember, Balor eliminated Penta in the Royal Rumble. First time these two have gone one-on-one here tonight. In a tag team match a couple of weeks ago, Penta's first pinfall Rumble. And then he pinned Penta.
That has come from Penta's WWE career thus far has come from that match.
Loss here in WWE.
Yeah, the only negativity.
Finn Balor better now. Interesting under these.
And Finn Balor.
Nice kick by Penta in the face of Balor. Balor could pin Dominic Mysterio. His Fatal 4-Way rules. You know, kick out to win the championship. Ooh, Judgment Day stablemate. Here's the cover. Finn Balor to win the Intercontinental Championship. Or Dominic Mysterio could pin.
I think we can all see that coming.
Or will they work together?
Yeah, the Judgment Day is going to implode totally at WrestleMania. Rather selfish group. Seems doubtful. On the line.
Well, I don't think that
the Judgment Day. There'll be an Intercontinental title
for the group. I also like to use the word jealousy because selfish is a great word to use for a year now. It's reared its ugly head, and Finn Balor's been jealous about everyone in that group. East.
Finn Balor.
Number of occasions, i.e. Damian Priest.
Hushes us.
Yeah, but isn't it?
Please. Just wants to get back in championship conversations.
Thank you.
He shushed us all, and it was.
Oh!
Smacked the absolute for good reason.
He just the ring. Up over the top, sunset flip.
Right down of Finn Balor's chest.
Penta set across. Hook of the leg. Penta kicks at 2. With a nice basement drop kick. Cover now by Balor. Gold in a long time. Balor's been frustrated. Has not been able to win single. Penta, of course, making his debut on the big stage. Enters into his 5th WrestleMania match this year.
Champion.
Dominic's been a part of WrestleMania. Braun Breaker.
Gotta remember Finn Balor, former world
show. Has his first opportunity under the bright lights. Never been a part of the big
Intercontinental Champion, but he has a talk
this weekend.
The dogs will be barking in Vegas for
bugging by Judgment Day a little bit earlier on tonight.
All task ahead of him.
Yeah, and is he going to be 100% after that?
Business. The greats that have held it. Ooh. The Intercontinental title represents everything that is great with this bit and this industry as a whole.
Dozens and dozens
are those who have built this company.
On Friday night, the game Triple H is of Hall of Famers, including one to be inducted.
Working. Putting the company literally on your back.
Have held the gold.
Week in, week out.
Been turned over the years as Balor continues. Yeah, the working man's championship. That's what it's always been. 1979 by the late, great Stompaway at Penta. The example set, of course, in the title. Pat Patterson, the first Hall of Famer to hold the title.
If the club is full.
Penta now.
Too sweet there.
Is Penta planning to do? Oh, wait a minute. Balor turns it around. And Balor up on his shoulders.
Finn Balor. Balor was able to hold.
The apron, Penta's down and may be out.
How about the balance?
Okay.
Finn's taken over. Fatal 4-Way Sunday at WrestleMania. Cover up on Monday Night Raw. 2 of the 4 men in the out at 2. superplex, hook of the leg, Penta able to kick.
Superplex from Finn Balor.
Asked Pat a question a few moments ago about
planting Penta through Sacramento.
And I talked to football and how when you're in the playoffs, you know they're coming. Being a professional athlete, Pat, of course, played professional. The momentum going into the playoffs the following week.
I think
you lose that last game of the year, does it
just be one loss, not turn it into two? But if you lose from having a front row seat, the good teams are able to make one loss.
And Penta now building momentum.
With you momentum, it can certainly carry into your next match. Side, a huge win tonight heading into WrestleMania. But not one heading into WrestleMania. On the other
things around, just tremendous resilience. When you think it is amazing to me the way that Penta is able to turn that. Oh my! He's down and out. He just goes into a next gear. And look at it. Balor at 2.
His innovative offense is
stabber. Cover by Penta for the win.
Balor able to move, let alone kick out after that. So damn devastating. How is Finn?
I'd be in traction for months.
Eyes well.
This crowd has been electric all night. What a way to speak in sports entertainment. WrestleMania week kickoff. The most exciting, most important week. Both Saturday and Sunday night at Allegiant Stadium. 60,000 plus.
To calling for here.
Balor in Las Vegas.
Well, it's Penta.
Looking to make some magic. In trouble. Penta now. Back. Penta lands on the apron. Dick yet again. Balor fighting back. Wow!
Big chop.
Oh, by Penta to the face. Stops Balor in his tracks. Sling blade. Kick.
His athleticism right now.
Now Balor with a sling blade of made by Penta. And now Penta's starting to fly.
The freak Balor needed that in the worst way.
Man, he's so good. Zone!
Run away with it, Balor.
Oh, Balor's so damn good.
Well, Penta was...
Back and forth we go. Tremendous. Penta, though. A nice tilt-a-roll backbreaker to Balor. Best in the game. Penta now. Spins through. Matchup between two of them. Going to dislocate the shoulder of Finn Balor. Looking for the sacrifice. Look.
That looked disgusting.
Balor.
Shoulder just popped out of place.
Balor for the win, hooks the leg, kick out by Penta. And now Penta, over the Penta driver, roll up now by... And Penta's still fighting back. Kicks.
And Balor's got to be Gumby. How the hell did his shoulder get back inside?
Super kick to the jaw. Balor still on his feet now. Right hands, another kick by Penta.
And Finn, both taking quite a beating.
Drop to the mat.
Physical fight here between Penta. Before WrestleMania.
Dominic and Carlito. Judgment Day. Oh, and here's the trouble. Rolls up Penta. Shoulders down. He shows up once again. As Balor was...
Judgment Day had to make it.
Sling blade. Penta kicks it too. Working together to
themselves a part of this.
Of course they did. At WrestleMania. Tonight, will that be the case? Uh-oh! And now Penta's in the drop zone. And the unpredictable battle.
I think the dogs are barking at sack.
By the Judgment Day backstage. Carlito's ass is pissed off after getting attacked. They want to get the hell out of there. Smart by Carlito. You were in that same position last week. You might Carlito just go right over our announce table. Here's Balor. Oh my goodness, coming to Braun Breaker.
That makes sense from Carlito
to prevent himself from getting
kicked in the face.
Yeah, I like how Carlito ran.
Sure, especially after last week. And now Braun Breaker.
But nonetheless, double team now by Dom and back into the ring. I think he broke my leg when he came up over the top. He's fighting back. Breaker. Smash! Carlito on Braun Breaker. And Breaker. How about them apples? Double snare! Woo! to turn around.
Two humans, one spear.
A little bit of fear when you look in the eyes of Braun, because you might want to have a Breaker in his tracks. Breaker kicked by Penta. Penta didn't get all of it. Breaker sent out of the ring though by Penta. Went for the run-up. Penta. Top rope. Takes out everybody. Will it be Penta's night? Penta. Balor. First fatal four-way match for the Intercontinental title. Mysterio. Breaker is the first takes place on WrestleMania in WrestleMania history. And it's Sunday.
なんかベレアとリア・リプリーへの忠告。俺はリア。
I'm going to calm you down. Look in my eyes. I've never seen you so stressed.
A cult of personality.
What do you see? Friend. Who isn't going to do anything?
Buddy?
No. A real friend. You in harm's way.
My tribal chief?
As Paul Heyman finds himself in, Punk in his corner.
My tribal chief.
Pat, what a Maines hasn't talked to him since Heyman granted Seth Rollins a favor, and now Roman Reigns
walks in here, and who is Paul talking to?
Look, Punk the favor a couple of weeks ago.
And our OTC,
good look for Mr. Heyman.
Cult of personality.
Not a good. This Reigns is back live. This is going to be good. Roman on Netflix is here on Raw. Total Wild Reigns.
And the ones are to the in Sacramento.
Roman out to the ring like a Paul Heyman who followed. Will not be in Reigns' corner. Puppy dog.
Her husband back there.
At WrestleMania.
Sacramento. Acknowledge me.
world can feel that. Hear that you love and acknowledge your tribal chief. The whole world can hear. And now the whole world, your tribal chief understands that you would never betray. Not everybody's like you. But not some people would betray me. Sacramento, you got any guesses on who that might be? Wise man. Betray me. How could you betray? Sacramento, the wise man, he can't. I can't hear you. You gotta say it a little louder. Why?
My tribal chief. It was not a betrayal. I paid back trail. I owed a favor that Sacramento, I must. The way favors be a little confused here. Pay it back yourself, correct? Work is you usually. It feels like the only is me. Person getting screwed here in this whole favor. You know about me. If there's one thing, and if there's one thing, we ain't ever gonna ask for a favor. You know about your tribal chief. No, we take what we want. So I never ask for anybody to join owe a favor because I never asked for any help this favor. So please tell me how I'm supposed to be at War Games. Therefore, I never asked for this favor. Supposed to cover the tab for your dumb ass.
Sacramento! Let's give it up for your tribal chief. Oh. You're finally getting it, man. Because after over a decade, all by yourself, you're almost there. Finally starting to put the pieces together. A piece, and it's a real shame. You're just missing one little... I still got to end you at WrestleMania. It's too little, it's too late, because... And it's for the same reason. It's the right thing to do. It's always been, because at WrestleMania, this is the biggest. You see, this triple threat match, the history of WrestleMania, in the history, most important triple threat match of this industry, because the winner of this company in the history of our industry. This match will define the future. No. You. Can't be you. It can't be. Is filled with people like, because of this business, except for when it's convenient and want everybody like you, people that don't show up, this business dies. Somebody else to do all the dirty work, then this can't be CM Punk either, and you're starting to figure. And with little CM Punks running around, that out. Because if this business is filled, times get tough, only to come back and leave. Who want to pick up their ball and go home when success, this business dies. Each off the profits of other people's success. Oh. Yeah. Y'all want the business to die, Joe. Because if this business is filled with people, well, I don't. Physical and mental well-being like me, who will sacrifice for business, to always do what is best. The business not only lives, there can be only, but it thrives. One, and it's gotta be me. One little piece. And as for that you haven't quite figured out, chance, Roman. Favors don't happen by chance. I chose are a choice. And now Paul Heyman can not to put Paul Heyman in the hospital last week. But your wise man, he has dishonored whether or not he wants to pay that debt to me. And I expect nothing from him. Honorable as they come, he is a scumbag. Heyman is not Paul WrestleMania by chance. In CM Punk's corner at
Wise man. He's right. He's you made your choice, and I made mine.
Roman Reigns attacking Rollins. Oh! to talk some sense into Roman Reigns. For a moment, we thought Seth. Roman didn't want to hear it. But
you, my tribal chief. I acknowledge. That was great. You had me.
Leave the damn thing Heyman had to say, but here comes Cena. I don't think Roman was the first ever Paul Heyman guy, and now CM Punk, who, if you look at history, was away from the main event at WrestleMania. Paul and Reigns going at each other. 5 nights
at WrestleMania. Heyman in CM Punk's corner.
Unloading on Punk. Punk turns around into a spear. Patience of the past year boiling it over tonight. The frustration. With a shield chair. Oh no. Rollins. Eerily reminiscent.
Deja vu.
That disintegrated the shield forever. Of the chair to the back with a stomp to CM Punk. And now Rollins. And Rollins with a stomp to Roman Reigns.
Rollins on a mission to save
Reigns. Unleashing one of the most dangerous
professional wrestling in his mind.
Rollins we've ever seen.
And they've got some talent on this team with Miles Bridges and LaMelo Ball in particular.
But it's a group that has gone just 2 and 4 together. Andrew Wiggins, Tyler Hero. He'll fire career high 215 threes this year. He's 5th in the league in makes. This is a guy who will rebound underneath to Daquan Jeffries, making just his 5th start of the year. Williams underneath, surrounded, and it's good. That's a triple for Bam Adebayo out of the corner. So a kabam for Adebayo is just under 26 points per game, but it's come on a career low, 41% shoot.
Pull-up.
Oh, so good to have Andrew Wiggins, John, a legit third wheel for
his own shot.
Miles Bridges missing his first 2 triples of the game. Hero on a lob for Bam that goes up. Not well thrown by Ball. Tyler pitching to Bam on the move.
He's really played so well here in the new year. Driving kick action, able to catch and convert from that comfy.
He's guarded by Daquan Jeffries, 6-year veteran out of Tulsa. At the start, 6-point lead, less than 3 minutes in for the Heat. That's Williams. And that got defensive. There's Green. Rebound comes in. Rock bottom offensive. Bam from the wing. That's good.
Three's backing up. Bam says okay and takes it. Mid-range jumper going down. 12-4 lead for my
third best 5-game stretch of his career. Ask Tyler Hero what he's seen from his, and he continues to play that way tonight. Off to a hot start with 7 early points.
Doors in and misses, and with a Ware Adebayo combination up front, just so intriguing as trading and hitting the running hook for Andrew Wiggins. Yeah, very Ball's miss, gives it back to Miami with a 10-point lead. A lot broken up by Mark Williams, who
loves that right-hand runner, shoots that fadeaway type shot too. Remember, he was an all-star.
Chino Hills, California. Bam will tee it up. Long rebound comes out to Daquan Jeffries out of Michigan State. Miles Bridges, Johnny's averaging 21 a game, but he's been on fire recently, including downtown. There's Bridges underneath. He's in his 6th year. Guy that has had some well-documented off-court issues. Losing tends to take away. This could be a defensive foul against Miami.
LaMelo graphic says a lot. He early on, rookie of the year, was an all-star 21, 22, 20, playing in just 43% of his team's available games. You know, when you're a guy of that quality, getting paid.
Well, among things it tells you is he takes a lot of shots.
He takes a lot, and I would tell you, I think he's a better passer than
finish in the basket area, something he's really good at for a rookie. That ends a 7-0 run by Charlotte, and he can find his big man Nurkic, who comes up short. Nurkic just May on 2 NBA championship teams as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021. Located in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, by the way.
The Bisons.
Pretty campus. You got it. The Bucknell Bisons here. Nurkic will touch for the 7-foot big man, 11th year pro.
This guy, Nurkic, on the two-man game, Miles Bridges, he can deliver the pile.
Malachi Flynn in for Charlotte as Hero bombs away and misses. Here's Phoenix for the last 2 years. Oh, Ware with those long arms intercepted Flynn's pass. An open three, and you like it when he puts it on the floor and makes something happen.
Plus the ability to make that
turn into a pogo stick. 8 first quarter points for Wiggins, a 9-point lead for Miami.
Able to catch from Ware on the drop-off and the crush.
A jersey lab. Personalize any jersey on site, including the original Vice. For more information, under the 500 mark, 19 games left. Miami right now dropping from 7th to 9th in the East. Progresses. Nurkic deep against Ware.
Yeah, just too deep. Man of that size.
But Ware could go back and get it.
Down the defender and shooting over top.
He had a 9-point first quarter against the Bulls on Saturday. Miles Bridges hits. Khalil will fire. Rebound taken by Davion.
That one kind of fell in his lap, but able to finish with the right hand.
We were in the 2-3 zone. Ware coming down with a belt here in the first quarter. Now Wiggins has made 6 of his 9 shots. The Heat are... Now Nurkic will go to the free throw stripe. John, can you think of, you played a...
I finished up with the Denver Nuggets, and it was a tank situation. I was only there for 2-3 games, not to throw games or tank games on purpose. But, you know, when the sort of, you can feel it as a player, it's very frustrating.
6 points in a row for Nurkic. Yeah, interesting.
These teams have some younger talent too, but they're hurt, they're dinged up, and they're kind of discouraged.
The second-year man from Arkansas, averaging 9 points again this year for Charlotte. Dad Delker, former great Charlotte Hornet. He does their color on TV. He's here tonight. Similar joy from Bam Adebayo, who's just everything you would want out of a Heat player. Got 9 first.
Going to his right, little contact and 1 opportunity. Bam right now, he's got 9 points on 4-6 shooting.
And 38 minutes a game. That man is carrying his weight.
Yeah, he's really stepping it up, and he fouls in addition to all the other scoring.
By the way, that was Miami's only free throw this 32-point first quarter through.
Some tough ones too, you know, not open, uncontested.
Cover around that dotted line. So Bam with 11 points here in the first quarter on 5 or 7.
The right shot at the right time, and as a younger team having to, you know, reinforce that.
Folks, so it's a 13-point lead after 1 quarter. Home court.
Pretty amazing what they've been able to do. The win streaks, to me, so impressive. 4 double-digit. A team that has to prove themselves yet in the playoffs, but poised to do so.
We welcome you back. Second quarter is under in the game. Well, the Hornets 1 of 11 3-point shooting open up this contest. Back to Bam. Well, the Hornets now 1 out of 12 shooting the 3.
The Charlotte Hornets that are known for being the good offensive rebounding team, but Miami holding their own there.
Heat moving and cutting and executing well early for Terry Rozier, the former Hornet.
He played so well in the last game, season high 5 face. That'll be his first personal.
Moore and Smith Jr. with Miles Bridges with 7. That's Diabate. That young kid out of Michigan, 6'9", 210.
Was so active, 6'9", creates a lot of deflections.
They might be advised to maybe attack the rim a little more and get away from
him a little bit more as a passer. And then you got to stay between your man and the basket on any kind of cut or
what that was. By the way, Rozier's 2 is converted into a 3 for Miami. It is Duncan Robinson. First on Duncan. Here's a look at the shot. Let's pause for a quick word from Star. Good enough to build leads. Not good enough to hold them consistently enough. And that's going to be... Bam, pump faking Bridges to...
Look at this pursuit. Terry Rozier able to win the race.
Years work with Charlotte, really establish himself in. Haywood, kaboom. Not this year. Bridges with a miss, Jaquez with a rebound. Took it away from a very good offensive rebounder in Diabate.
It reloads. Beautiful follow through there. See the way that ball comes through with the backspin.
Let's it fly. That one ricochets off, but a foul. And the foul's going to be on Bridges.
By Duncan, and there's the body there. Duncan. Just one more look before we go to break here.
Welcome back with your Kia player profile. Terry Rozier, over 20 points per game in his nearly 300 games as a Hornet. Of course, he came over in the or not. That guy going to always give you supreme effort.
Oh, he plays so hard. His ability to shoot the shot in a long time, but he's still explosive off the dribble, and he can create.
Miles Bridges. And Duncan Robinson makes all 3 free throws. So Charlotte does not have the ability. Second 17-point lead this quarter. Kella Larson's in for the first time. Bridges.
Great shooting.
This is third straight season that when he's played, he's been over 20 points a game. Coach Charles Lee was saying this guy is taking leadership to the best level he's ever shown in his career. And that's great defense without fouling by Bam Adebayo. Just over 7 minutes time in. The Heat again ahead by 17. This equals their largest lead. Good passing by Miami. Jaquez on the attack. And
crashing right into Curry there. See the momentum just shifting as he...
For their outstanding shooting ability. Evidently they do take charges.
I don't know if Dell took...
Ball comes flying into the front court. Williams, good challenge, but
made contact with the arm of Williams, so it'll put Mark Williams on the line for 2.
John, interesting scenario. Rescinded when the Lakers said that Williams failed their physical. Now, he did have injury issues, but...
Then another guy like LaMelo Ball who just can't seem to stay on the floor. Has only played 49, 7-footer, third year out of Duke, but, you know, just